Lately, I've been trying to get back into my story animation project. I really wanted to make progress, but instead of feeling productive, I found myself overthinking every little detail. I actually finished the hair of my main character model, but when I looked at the outfit and accessories I had made in an earlier video, I wasn't happy with them anymore. So I started reworking them, and that dragged on forever. I kept staring at it, procrastinating, and feeling stuck. But since this is a personal project, meant to be fun and creative, I decided to take a step back and not force it. Instead, I focused on something that felt exciting in the moment, my Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Me and my friends recently picked it up again, and one of them is alternating with me being the DM. We've been continuing my friend's campaign for now, but I'll be starting a brand new one soon. The starting idea came to me quickly, and suddenly I was in full-on storytelling mode. Within just a couple of hours, I had a fleshed out campaign idea. The setting? A coastal region, where the players start in a prison built on a cliff just outside a big harbor city. They're not exactly heroes, they are prisoners, sent on a mission to investigate a mysterious corruption. Another adventuring party was sent before them, but they never returned. Now the city council has decided to send some disposable prisoners instead. Since we play on a virtual tabletop, I wanted to create a campaign banner, a moody, atmospheric scene that would set the tone before each session. I wanted this to be a quick, stress-free side project, so I just jumped into it. I already had a city layout from Watabu's Procton Arcana, so I could dive straight into terrain work. The region, Nordcliff, very original, I know, features a sloping shoreline, a river, and a steep cliffside. I quickly applied a Quixel pebble material to get rid of the default grid texture, and then started digging through my collection of free asset packs from Epic Game Stores and Fab. I found exactly what I needed: medieval-style props, houses, castle parts, and wooden docks. To bring everything together, I also added Ultra Dynamic Sky for realistic fog and lighting, a background mountain pack for extra depth, and a scatter tool to populate the environment. With all my building blocks ready, I jumped into laying out Varholm, the harbor city, using spline meshes to define the city walls. After placing towers along them and a gate over the river, I used the scatter tool to quickly populate the city with houses, without worrying about them clipping into each other. Since the city would eventually be covered in mist, I focused more on silhouette and mood rather than the tiny details. Next, I built wooden walkways in front of the city, placed some unique larger buildings for the university, and then moved on to the prison, a fortress looming over the ocean right in front of the city. I added fog using Ultra Dynamic Sky, which blended the assets together nicely. Since this was a quick project, I didn't even bother tweaking most of the materials. Instead, I focused on lighting to guide the eye. I wanted the prison to stand out from the city, so I gave them opposing color schemes. The city has a cold, clean blue tone, while the prison is fiery and menacing red. To fill out the background, I placed the forest and added some mountains. Then I refined the silhouette and added a post-process volume, tweaking the contrast, sharpness, and even added some chromatic aberration on the edges for a more cinematic feel. For rendering, I didn't do anything fancy, just used Unreal's high-resolution screenshot tool. After that, I did some quick color grading and added a grungy, moody look in my editing software. A little glow here, a bit of contrast there, and it was done. For something I made in a day without obsessing over tiny details like I usually do, I'm really happy with how it turned out. The atmosphere and composition do all the heavy lifting, proving that sometimes focusing on mood over perfection is the way to go. This project reminded me how much I enjoy creating when I don't overthink it. And if you're looking for a custom background for your own campaign or project, I'm taking commissions. You can check out my Fiverr for custom digital environments like this one. Link to that in the description below. Let me know what you think of the final results in the comments. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss the next projects. See you in the next one.